plan on flying? It's time to upgrade to a real ID. Because in order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a real ID, or you'll need another acceptable form of identification. So don't wait. Find out how to get your real ID at tsa.gov/real ID. That's tsa.gov/real ID, or visit your local DMV. And then you'll be cleared for takeoff.
4 people in a room talking about everything. Or talking about really nothing at all. You decide.
Welcome. This is the Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, quick question. If you write down how are you guys spelling
I'm a YA guy.
I'm a YA.
Oh, I'm a YEAH guy.
So much more work for unnecessary.
Yeah, but it feels more full. Like
it
feels,
is.
you know.
It feels like more of a word, and it's funny because I write okay, O-K-A-Y.
Right.
I don't do O and a K. So you would think that I would spell with the, but I don't.
And Brady and I love Usher. So.
That's true. I think that's ultimately what it comes down to.
Brady, do you have a question here for the Morning Hot Tub?
Oh, yeah. Dylan wants to know. Dylan, by the way, a big fan of the Morning Hot Tub. If you could have a tattoo of a singer on you, knowing it would get you free tickets to all their shows for the rest of your life, which would you pick? Wow. And Brady can't pick Olivia Rodrigo. Jenni can't pick Elton John.
Okay.
Chris Stapleton.
I think you go with Taylor Swift because you can make a lot of money.
I was going to say the same.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I was thinking I'd just go to the concerts every time.
I would probably go to
every
concert.
city.
Yeah. Well, no, like...
If I have free tickets to every city, I'll be able to just sell them
Okay,
left
that's
and
right.
right.
I could sell Chris Stapleton tickets and still get to go on
Wait
my
a
own.
second. Can you only go, though? Like,
Yeah.
is that the deal?
I think we have to say you can't sell
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
Then it just shows who do you love the most ever.
Right. Okay. And where's the tattoo?
I think anywhere you want it to
Anywhere
be.
you want.
Yeah.
Well, then you could bury that. That's
Yeah.
not fair.
Yeah, that's
I think it has to be like a
Tramp
really,
stamp?
like, well,
Sure, we can go with that, yeah. Sure.
imagine me having Taylor Swift on.
Yes,
I think
I
that would be
can
so good.
do it.
How much? Odds? Can we do odds?
Yeah. I'd love the idea of him having to do this.
I'll do odds with you.
Oh, yeah? Okay,
all right,
one
good.
in, you call it.
What do you want to do? 1 in 20?
No, this is up to you. Yeah. You
my
mean
God.
this. 1 in 20 shot, you get a Taylor Swift tramp stamp.
I love this.
my
And keep in
God.
mind, if we don't hit, then it comes back to me.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, like if it doesn't go on you,
You don't match.
If we don't match, then you can say it back to me.
Oh, I wouldn't do that to you.
Why?
Because I
I'm
love
doing it to you. All right, here we
yeah,
go.
let's
1 in
go.
20.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, 17. No!
I heard him start 17.
All right, you're doing it.
I knew he'd get excited.
Okay, then let's do it again.
If you listen back to the audio,
Yeah,
you'll
Then let's do it again. Then let's do it. You're getting the tramp stamp.
Your reaction was so good.
We're doing it again. You ready?
Oh,
3.
Is this for real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, 4.
6.
That was too close for comfort,
I was
though.
very close.
Man.
I still want to go
man.
with the 17 to make him do it.
Yeah.
Does it say Taylor Swift or is it a picture of
I
her?
think it's a
like-
picture of her face.
Yeah, a picture of her face. Then I think that's where we
I
have to
don't
go.
know. I think it's worse to have Taylor Swift because at least it could be somebody like his niece that looks like
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
In the tramp stamp place?
Yes.
My niece back
I
there.
think that's
Yeah,
bad
that's
too.
worse.
That's very bad.
That's worse than
Girlfriend.
Taylor.
Yeah.
You know, when she was younger.
Oh, God.
A young Ruth.
Yes, a younger.
There you go.
No offense, honey, if you're listening, you're still young.
A young girl.
You look great.
Man,
Yeah.
You look great.
that's a tough one to explain. When you come up. Well, see, Brady and I both said the same number. So,
All right, let's have some
great.
fun like this on the Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
Some people love to go to weddings. Some people hate them, but
Yeah.
everyone experiences pause over how much it is going to cost.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
According to one report, the average single person should expect to spend $461 to attend a wedding. For a couple, it's about $550. That's more because you need attire for 2 people, but you can split travel, hotel, and a gift, right?
Yes.
Right, yeah.
On average, men's attire costs $333, mostly for nice shoes. A woman's outfit costs around $314. The estimated travel at $80, accommodations at $145, and a wedding gift at $150.
145?
150.
150
For an accommodation?
Yeah, I don't know.
sure where
you
you're
know what? I
staying.
bet you this is U.S. dollars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
gotta
You're
be.
staying in somebody's barn.
Yeah.
a wedding gift, $150 for a couple. That's
Well,
not gonna
that's
fly.
no. Of course, if you're
good to
being
know.
Yeah, Mauler, we found out.
Okay, Brady, I owe you $150. All right.
Of course, if you're being invited to multiple weddings, you don't need new clothes for each one. The average woman can get 3 weddings out of one outfit, while the average guy can get 5 weddings out
And
of
guys
his.
could just change ties.
You can
right?
do that.
Yeah.
I mean, for women, you may not want to wear the same thing, especially if it's the same group of friends.
That's the other thing,
Right.
too.
Yeah.
I know my brother and his fiance, they have 6 weddings to go to, and 3 of them are out of town. 2 of them in Calgary and 1 in... doesn't matter. But
That's
they're
gonna
traveling
cost
no
them
matter what.
thousands and thousands of
That's,
dollars.
I was like, guys, how's your bank account? Like, that is because you're just you're talking travel, accommodations,
yes.
all of that stuff,
Oh, yeah.
flights
It's
and everything.
everything else. I have 5 weddings this summer.
Oh.
And every single wedding required a hotel. Every single
man.
wedding was out of town. And I have 3 bachelor parties to go to.
Okay,
Oh,
you,
man.
you know what? Just for the fun of it, so they haven't happened yet, right?
No.
I want you to keep track of all your bills, and at the end of the
Oh,
summer, I
it's
want you
gonna
to
be
tell me,
Yeah.
down to the penny, what you spent on
It's
5
going to be
weddings.
a lot. And we've already, I've gotten, 5 hotels or Airbnbs already
Yes.
paid for. So I'm already, maybe $2,000 in the hole because you end up doing the whole weekend.
Will you
Yeah.
be buying new clothes for all these weddings or not? No?
No.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know if I'll even buy. It'll be 1 or 2 suits,
Yeah.
and then I'll change up the shirt
Yeah,
underneath.
and then you're fine.
Yeah.
And that's the
The
thing. The
unbuttoned
closer,
shirt.
yeah,
Yes.
the closer you are to the person, the more expensive it gets, right? Because
sure.
you are in charge of doing. Are you in charge of how many bachelor parties or how many?
One I'm in charge of.
Okay.
We're doing it all inclusive, so that's another
okay.
$1,500.
Man.
Wow.
And then the other one, we're going to a golf thing for 3 or 4 days, so that's going to be a lot more. It adds up, man.
That's
It's
wild.
Are these-
so this is our summers, basically.
Are these
this.
your shirtless friends?
Oh, they're all my friends, my shirtless friends.
So it should be cheaper.
Yeah, you're right. I'm saving on the shirt.
I'm my brother's best woman for his wedding. Right?
Yeah.
He asked me to stand with him, stand up for him. I don't know what
Nice.
you call it. And so he was like, bachelor party, you're going to plan it and whatever. And I'm like, Rye, you don't want me at your bachelor party, the only girl at your.
Yeah.
He's like, absolutely, I want you there, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll make sandwiches. I'll do the cleanups. I'll make sure you guys have breakfast ready. I am
And
not.
then they say you're out?
Yeah.
No, he was
Oh.
like, perfect.
Oh, my God.
Because I can't party. He's 10 years younger than me. I can't party like they can.
Right.
So I will literally just be the mom who cleans up and I'll do all of the fun stuff that they don't want to
Do you have
do.
to hire the stripper?
Yeah. Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jenni.
No, I don't think he's
Are you
not
gonna
that
do
guy.
And you're going to
audition?
come in with sandwiches?
I'm going to make their dinners and their breakfast
Jenny,
and
they're still going to be partying at 4 a.m. and you're going to come in with finger sandwiches.
vacuuming.
I really wanted to audition the strippers.
Yes, yes,
All right, what's your
absolutely.
name? Candy? All right.
All right.
And what's your
Candy?
song of choice? Oh, Missy Elliott. All right. Oh,
And you're in.
Points
Yeah.
for you. Just clean it up a little bit, Candy.
clean it up. It's my brother, okay? That would be wicked.
That would be very funny. And this is Candy, everyone.
Girls, get along. Come on. We have it in the budget to hire 3 of you.
So what are you going to do, Jenny? Are you going to stay up with them? Are you going to get
Oh, God, no.
a hotel
No.
room nearby?
I'm gonna rent an Airbnb.
Yeah.
At a
with
this
an
really
in-law
nice.
suite? Where are you staying?
Yes, I will have my own suite and my own bathroom and my own supplies. I'm just gonna be there to basically so they don't have to worry about anything.
If he hadn't asked you, I would say, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
But I mean, if
He
if
really
this is-
wants me there.
This is
That's
what
what
he
he
wants.
wants.
Yeah.
But your brother
Yeah.
loves you and he knows you and he wants you there. I get it.
Yeah.
The other guys, though, you're going to be kind of a damper
Right,
for
yeah.
them, you know?
I'll get the beer bong ready for them.
Yeah,
I'll set up their,
I don't think that's good.
No, they don't have to worry about a thing. I can just,
Sometimes
be the cool.
worry is good. No, you're
Listen,
not.
I think
no.
really he wants to golf with me and whatever, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
make myself
Yeah.
scarce. I really am just gonna be the cleaner and the prepper.
You're
and
acting like you're going to be like the cool mom and
Bartender.
dad
Yeah,
girls.
exactly.
I am.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you also see Jenny doing this for Rory one day?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my
Don't just
God,
ignore
yeah.
me. I'm
Yes.
barely even here.
The difference is I don't know that Rory will ask for it.
Oh, that
She'll
would-
do it.
That would be the
Yeah.
worst.
Anybody need a top up?
Oh, my God.
Top up, anybody?
Jerry,
What's the
Steve,
cool
another
gin?
line? Would you guys like to? I'll go get the mirror from the bathroom,
right,
okay?
I'm on it.
Don't you get up. You stay there.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mauler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenni, and at Brady Jones Radio.
22% of people have wriggled out of helping someone move. And 38% hate being asked.
Yes.
And I feel like that's low.
That's
Yeah,
really
that
low.
feels
I think
low.
a lot of people say yes, but I'm sure
They
they
don't
don't
wanna
want
do
to.
it.
Again, there's other things I would rather be doing, which is like anything.
Yes. So the survey found that helpers can be enticed with food, drinks, money, or returning the favor. 60% describe moving as stressful. 57% have reconsidered moving due to how tiring it can be. Here's the quote. It's easy to understand why people rope their friends and family into moving rather than looking to use professionals. Moving can be a headache. People want to make it as seamless as possible. Well, of course.
The thing that bothers me the most about helping people move is when you're working harder than the people
you can't do that.
who are doing the
Right.
actual moving.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot where they're sitting down, they're having pizza, they're drinking a beer, and you're lifting their couch
heavy
for them.
stuff, exactly.
Awful.
That's so
you can't
true.
do that.
When that happens, and
Yeah.
that's...
I just have a hard time paying people to do something that I could do.
Yes.
Like I can move boxes, I
Yeah,
can move my couch, I can do all that.
I don't have a hard time paying people to do
no.
things that I
It's
can
also
do.
it's not like it's not cheap.
It's not cheap, but it's for me, it's peace of mind. It's the ease of it, not counting on others to show up. When are they showing up? What can they carry? Is it all going to fit in this truck? When they come to a quote, you know it's all getting to the same place that you need at the same. It's just the seamless part of
I
it.
obviously don't move that often, but when I have, I just roll it into lawyers' fees,
Yeah.
land transfer tax
Yeah.
fees, real estate fees, and
Yeah.
I just go with moving fees, and it's just one big chunk of money.
Exactly.
That's what's included in there.
We did so much when we did move in like those giant bins, like Rubbermaid
Yeah.
bins.
Yeah.
Moving and stuff, and that way you're just bringing them back and
Yeah, that's
forth in the
good.
house.
Yeah.
That's a great way to do it. It saves you boxes and stuff. Plus, I mean, when you're putting things in your car and moving them yourself, and you're doing at least a few trips that way, then unpacking is much easier.
Yeah.
The whole process is much easier
Yeah, I
than
agree.
packing things
But
in
you
a
need
box.
to have an
Yes.
overlap to do that,
Yeah,
right?
you
Which
need
not a
to
lot
do
of people
that.
have
And
that
if you don't,
luxury.
That's
then-
very
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I do like the idea of doing that with like kitchen stuff.
Yes,
like, you know,
absolutely.
where you
For
don't
sure.
have 18 boxes. You're like,
Right.
I don't know where
I
this
don't
goes.
even wrap my dishes up. I just
No.
careful because I know
Yeah.
what's in there.
Exactly. Put
I'll
them in a bin, you're good to go.
carefully,
I
Yeah.
don't want to wrap up every dish. It takes forever.
Oh,
It takes
I know.
forever. Same thing with clothes. Anything
Yep.
on a hanger just
Yeah.
stays together on a hanger.
Yes.
It doesn't do like
You're done.
a bag or just
You
wrap it
put,
on a sheet.
You put the hangers all over your arms
Yeah,
and walk
just
out.
walk out.
Exactly. Yeah, and this is going right. And
Yeah.
the worst is plants. Moving plants is
Oh,
disaster.
yeah.
Especially we
No,
have like
when you have
30
fake
plants.
ones.
But like every time you've moved, Brady, have you ever actually hired movers?
No.
Never.
Once, and I hated it. I regretted it. It was so
Really?
expensive, and
Oh,
it
it's
was
so
just,
nice.
When
so,
they're moving big things, especially like
like
boxes and stuff
couches
that I
up
do
from
myself.
the basement.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
my
God,
God.
yeah.
I can't. It's something I could do. It's the same if like something breaks in my house. Like I have to try to fix it first.
We have a shuffleboard, like an
Yeah.
old
Oh,
school,
yeah.
like a really,
Yeah.
really
So
good,
heavy.
Yeah.
It took 6 guys,
Oh.
including the movers,
Yeah.
because in the old house, the basement, it was open, but
Yeah.
we had to lift it straight up the
No boy.
stairs,
Right.
like in between the banisters.
And they're heavy.
And they are heavy. So we had to have like 4
Oh.
people up, and then 2 of them running upstairs to grab the top. Oh, it was a nightmare. And that
And you
was
play
with
so
professional
much
movers.
shuffleboard.
Well, we don't play as much as we used to. It's like the treadmill hot tub thing. You know,
Yeah.
like you get it thinking, I'm going to use this all the time. And then it.
Yeah.
I
And-
don't think anybody thought you were going to use the shuffleboard table all the time.
The worst part is that you also have a treadmill and a hot tub.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get used sporadically.
The thing is, other people have those things.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if other people have something, then Jenny has to have it.
no, not everything.
Yes.
Everything.
A lot of things.
Have you
Hence
got-
the shuffleboard
I do
table.
like to have fun
Do you have
things.
a ping pong table?
Yes.
Ping pong tables are so fun.
They're the greatest.
Yeah.
We have the one oh here we go. We do have a lot of toys. But in my defense, my uncle and my aunt gave me
So
the
your
shuffleboard
uncle-
and
your uncle and
the
your aunt
pool
had
table.
something.
Yeah, well, no, they gave it to me because they knew that we had the space
They
for it
had
and
it.
they wanted to get
and
rid
so
of it.
you had to have it.
No, they gave it to me because they knew that we would have fun with it. So anyway, the ping pong table goes over the pool table.
Okay. Yeah. So there you go.
It is.
But Brady,
a little
if
bit of a
Jenny
games
said,
room.
"Come on over and help me move a pool table upstairs," wouldn't you rather just die?
Oh God, yeah.
No, I would still go for sure. I would be fine with it. I actually kind of find it a little fun.
Really?
I don't hate moving because then everything gets to go in a nice new place. You're excited about unpacking. You're excited about like creating a new
Maybe if
home.
it's your house,
I have
but
no
somebody
problem.
else's.
If
Yeah.
Jenny said, I need to move a pool table,
Yeah.
I would help her do that, to
Okay.
do a thing. But
nice.
if you said, like, I'm moving,
Yeah.
and it's a bunch of things,
Right.
I would say, why are you asking friends and family to do this? And I think you would say, oh, I don't know. I wasn't thinking.
Yes.
I'll call the movers now.
Exactly.
So how do you feel, you guys, like if Jenni says, let's move the pool table, and we all agree after the show, okay, let's go and help her move the pool. And then one of us, we'll say Rush, bangs into the wall and like really leaves a dent in that wall. How much guilt do you carry from that? Zero.
Yeah.
You asked me, a non-professional movie pool table.
Yeah.
So
I completely
this is
agree.
what's going to happen. Zero.
My brother-in-law came to help us move the most recent time, so 4 years ago, and he broke the mini fridge. He just like nicked it on a wall, and something broke on the bottom. That's fine. Man, you came all the way here to help me move. You spent the day. All good. I'm going to spend $200 on you.
Don't get me wrong.
I would have guilt.
No.
I would feel bad.
I would try to not do it.
Yeah.
I would do my best to not,
Appreciate that.
nick walls or break anything. I'm going to do my best to get it done well and do the job. But if something went wrong and it was unintentional, no, I don't feel bad at all.
Exactly. No. It's not on you.
I still feel bad even if it's unintentional.
Yeah.
I would leave. I'd turn to my wife and say, I can't believe I put a gash in Jenni's wall.
I would say, Jenni, I'm so sorry.
No,
And
if it were
that's
me,
the
I'd
end of
probably be buying a new mini fridge.
No.
Like, I think that's what I would have done.
No, because that's not on you. You're helping out.
No.
And I know that would probably be my instinct too, but I hope the host wouldn't let me.
No.
You're carrying something.
Right, exactly. I'd reach for the bill and assume that you're going to take it for me.
But if
exactly.
if you're carrying something and you drop it and it cracks, that's not you.
That's different.
You got to offer to pay for that.
Yeah.
That's different. If I drop something, that's different. If I drop it because it's 400 pounds, then fine, then sure.
But if you're carrying a vase that was in our family for 50 years and was worth $2,000.
You're not offering to pay for that?
I feel very bad for doing something like that. Again, if I nick a wall when I'm carrying a very heavy pool table, that's different than that.
You're not repainting her house.
You're not going to re-drywall for me? God, you're a terrible friend.
The old basement of your old house? No, that's okay. They'll figure it out.
I mean, again, first I would be saying, why did you ask me to do this?
I know better, guys. I know better.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
1 in 4 people would tell their coworker that their breath stinks.
Oh.
So this huge survey of like 2,000 people found 62% of respondents have been told their breath was less than fresh at some point in their lives. In the, I guess 12% of people would tell a stranger that they had bad breath, while only 7%. This is in the U.S. So in the West, it doesn't matter. Just never mind. Now, bad breath can indicate a condition like gum disease or tonsil stones. Never heard of tonsil stones.
No.
So you gotta, if you have bad breath and you've been told you have bad breath, check with your dentist.
What do you do? You can't tell anybody.
Yeah, of course you can. If it's someone that's close with you, like if it was one of my buddies or like, someone like a family member, I'd be like, hey.
Like if I went into your studio right now and started talking to you, Brady, and it could knock you over, would you honestly, you wouldn't say anything to me?
I don't think I would.
No.
But with close friends and family. Like,
okay.
It's also,
so Brady would tell all of us, just not you.
No.
Would you tell Rush and Jenni?
If it was a thing like every single morning, but then it's also tough because then it's like, hey, your breath is always stuck.
Terrible.
That's also bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still feel like if my buddy's breath smelt, I would tell him.
It would be the worst though if you're like, I've been monitoring this for a while.
Yeah.
Like, you do in fact have bad breath every day.
Here, let me pull up my
Jenni?
notebook.
No.
You wouldn't tell any of us?
No. That's
Rush,
a really...
would you tell any of us?
It's awkward. I probably wouldn't.
No.
I couldn't.
But you just like live with it?
Yeah.
If it was every single morning,
I think
you just deal.
You just have to deal with it. I don't think I'd be able to say something.
You would passive aggressively put out like a bowl of Tic Tacs.
Like if it's something, if you have something in your teeth, you can fix that easily. So I'm going to tell somebody that.
Okay.
Because it's not their fault.
Right.
That's less embarrassing.
Guys, both of those things have happened to me where I've had a large chunk of something in my teeth and I've gotten in my car. And the other time I had a huge booger sitting there and I looked in my rear view mirror in my car and I'm like, guys, what? Nobody told me.
Well, that's because we thought that was an accessory.
Gotcha,
I thought you're saving that for later.
Yeah.
A little midday snack.
Yeah.
I want you guys to tell me.
What do I say then? I just go, Jenni, you got something in your nose?
Yeah.
You got a
Really?
booger.
Or just be like, Jenni, you got a booger, man.
You say
Really?
booger weird.
Yeah, she does say.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
How do you say it?
It's
a booger.
Yeah.
No, it's not a booger.
It is.
Nobody
Yeah.
says booger.
Yes.
Nobody says booger.
It's a bouget.
No,
sorry.
you say it.
In
You
French,
say it weird.
yeah.
Nobody says
A
you
booger.
guys.
Yeah, it's like book. It is. It isn't.
Like,
You
no one
say it
says
I
weird.
booger.
cannot. Guys, booger is...
I've never heard booger before.
No, you've never heard booger.
You say it weird.
Booger is strange.
I feel like I'm the normal one, and you guys
No.
are like in the movies or like from the U.S. saying
No.
booger. It's booger.
No,
It's
not.
definitely not booger.
It's not.
Oh, come on. We need to do
How do you
it.
spell it? With double O?
B-O-O-G-E-R.
Yeah,
just like book.
Yeah,
Booger.
book, yeah.
Yeah.
Booger.
Haven't I seen it B-O-U-G?
Bougie? I think that's bougie. I think I've seen
Yeah.
bougie.
No, I thought Brady, is there multiple ways to
Guys.
spell booger?
I could also find out.
It's like half and half on texting right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you are thinking bouger, like to move.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
but booger is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's booger.
No, it's not.
It
Oh,
definitely
look, you
not.
have a booger. I'm not going to say, look, you have a booger.
That's exactly how you say it.
No.
It's not booger. Booger is just so
booger.
weird.
Yeah.
I feel like you're going like booger.
Yeah,
Like, you're-
that's weird.
Would you ever say nostril nugget?
Oh, nostril nugget. I like that.
Yeah,
that's not
she
bad.
will now.
It's a good
And
alliteration,
I prefer
yeah.
she say that than booger.
But I can't believe how 50-50 people
I
are on
know.
text.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's actually getting more me. More
No,
me.
It was just the last two.
Jenny is right.
The boys
oh,
are right.
God. It
Yeah.
is very 50-50.
It's like crazy.
What about there's a bear in the cave?
Oh, I always thought that meant something.
What did you think
What did you
that
think?
meant?
Like, you have to go to the bathroom.
What?
Then you had to go to the bathroom.
Like a number two.
There's a bear in the cave.
It works.
Yeah, that does. That works too. Yeah.
I never heard
Oh,
that
yeah.
before.
I
Okay,
haven't
we
either,
gotta
but-
stop because we're gonna start saying things that
Yeah, we don't want to say that.
gonna
By the way,
hate.
it's the texting is coming at much more that you're wrong, Jenny.
Is it really? Oh.
Yeah.
You're a booger.
That's
so weird.
Well, now wait a second. Because we like nicknames, would you say boogs?
Oh,
Yes.
Boogs. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got a
for sure.
boogs.
Hey, you got a little boogs.
Well, then it's booger.
Yeah. No, it's just different.
It's just-
Boogs. No, boogs. I would say boogs, but
Yeah.
it's still booger.
Oh, bat in the cave. That one I would think. What would I think bat in the cave meant?
I don't know.
You tell us.
Bat in the cave.
Hey, Jenny, I got a bat in the cave.
That sounds dirty to me.
It does. I feel like you shouldn't be saying that.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
I'm not sure why this is coming out now, but let's share it with the group anyway. It is so bizarre and frankly very, 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 very disturbing.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you guys grow up watching the sci-fi movie from 1982? I want to say E.T.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated E.T.
Used to scare
did,
Brady.
eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it terrified me.
Oh, that's
I
right.
think
Yeah.
I saw it in the theaters.
Oh, boy.
And haven't seen it.
You must have been so young, right?
Yeah.
Like 6, 7?
probably something like that. Yeah.
I saw it a few times as a kid, but I wasn't like obsessed with it.
It
or
did
anything.
scare me too.
It
Oh,
was
did it?
just, it was
Yeah.
so creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when he was with the other dolls and his face
Oh
was
my
right
God,
there.
yeah. in the middle, yeah.
And I
Oh.
remember there's some scene where they're running through like a pipe or like some
Yeah, the big white
cylinder
thingy.
things or whatever.
Yes, that
Yeah,
scared me too.
I
They were-
hated that scene.
It was all the guys in the white, like, oh, what are they called? You know, when you wear the outfits that protect you from
Yeah.
stuff, hazmat suits.
Oh,
Thank you.
yes.
They're in the hazmat suits going through those big tunnels. That's exactly what creeped me
hated
out.
that scene.
Yeah.
And then I always pictured, we had like a back room in our basement that I was terrified of, and I always pictured E.T.
Right.
lived in the
Oh,
back
in
room.
there.
Yeah.
But E.T. was so sweet.
Well, again, I understand if you're, not intimidated or you're scared, then he can be cute. But he actually really wasn't that cute. He's kind
No.
of scary looking.
Right,
with
yeah.
The, you know?
Right. eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I know my wife's a kinder teacher. If she showed the kinder class that, they'd be scared.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
Even
sure.
now,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
40
I think so.
years later.
Yes.
they'd be
Yeah,
scared
I
by
get that.
Well, E.T. apparently wasn't as innocent as we all thought.
Oh.
Okay, so somewhere in this pure heart of E.T.'s would light up and everything,
Yeah.
there was a lot of lust.
Oh.
Lust for
Hey,
Elliot's
now.
mother, Mary.
Really?
Sorry, okay.
This is insane. So Dee Wallace, who played Elliot's mom, she remembers having to pull Steven Spielberg back from a slightly naughty subplot.
Oh.
She says there's a whole B story in E.T. about E.T. having a love affair with Mary.
Oh.
No.
A love crush on Mary, and there's little bits of it left in there. So here she explains it all. There was a scene where he came in to put Reese's Pieces down on my bedside table as I'm asleep. Well, Mr. Spielberg wanted a sheet a little lower than I was comfortable with.
Oh.
So Dee thought the scene was a little much for a family film. So after talking with the screenwriter and producer, they figured out a compromise. We pulled the sheet up almost double to my shoulder blades, which I was then okay with.
Okay.
But I guess they were kind of hinting that E.T. was leaving
Like,
candy.
hey, now.
Much like you leave money for a prostitute. And I don't know what was going on there.
Thanks for last night.
Exactly.
That's such a weird sideline.
And not necessary at all.
No. It really would have taken away from the movie,
Exactly.
I think. Yeah.
That doesn't seem very Spielberg
No,
to me.
it really doesn't. Like, that's not his vibe.
That's
No.
weird. Weird call.
Steve,
Gross.
man.
Yeah.
Maybe he was going through something at the time.
Not good.
What would he be?
I don't know.
His little alien leaving
Hard to say. I know.
But we've talked about it on the show before. Like, so that was from what did I say, 82?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of movies now I watch, there was so much inappropriate stuff.
Oh my God.
Not only that kind of, but language too.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I don't remember that as a kid.
No.
What movie? Someone calls someone else penis breath, and it's like it's
Yeah.
a kid's movie.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
was it?
But that was more current, wasn't it?
No, it was like a 90s.
Oh, yeah, no, they do
Stand
that
by
in-
Me? No.
Maybe,
No,
but
it's E.T.
Oh, was it?
E.T. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
He was going through something.
He was going. Maybe that's the answer.
Because that came back in Cobra Kai. One of the guys
Yes.
is calling somebody
Oh,
that in
yes.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Rush, you shouldn't know that.
I should, but I do.
Really? Yeah.
You
should
binged
not.
that though,
Yeah.
didn't you?
I
Have you
did.
watched all of Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm 6 or 7 episodes left.
Okay.
Because it's a slog.
Tough one to get through.
It's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
It's, again, when people ask, is it good? No.
it's horrible.
But you have to go into it knowing
but
it is
I'll
what
watch
is.
it.
Right.
I watch it till the end. But
Strangely addictive.
yeah, it really is.
But is it enjoyable?
No.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
okay.
I to me, even the last few episodes, as they're trying to get somewhere, it got a little draggy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh my God. Well, Derek is obsessed with Cobra Kai. What's the movies?
Karate Kid, yeah.
So him and his best friend, they watched it.
Are
Like,
they going to the new
over and
movie
over.
this
Oh yeah,
month?
he's got it
Yeah,
in his calendar,
okay.
like definitely going. But every time it's on TV, he watches it and records it. Like it's this weird thing. I'm like, Karate Kid 2 again?
So funny.
I mean,
And you're the one
that
to really throw stones in that glass.
but really.
I mean, come on.
The overacting in Cobra Kai is just legendary.
Yeah.
Like when they even at the beginning of when they want to set up a character, so he drinks a lot. So, but not only he puts his bottle in a paper bag as he's driving with it, and then he drinks so much that of course whiskey is pouring down his chin when he drinks because they have to show you how much he needs his drink. You know, like,
Is it on purpose or is it just?
I
don't
don't
know.
think so. I mean, it's overacting.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you, I text my son because he finished it a month or two ago, whatever it was, and I just said, Sam LaRusso, that's
Yeah.
Daniel's daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said, maybe the worst fighter of karate I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
entire life.
Yeah.
It's not even believable the way they're cutting things.
Yeah, No.
She is so bad.
Yeah.
So, like, she would never make a tournament locally,
Yeah,
let
no.
alone on a world stage.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
I mean, there's also so many plot holes in this. Is it that important to these people to take over the Valley's karate gyms? Like, really? That's what you want to do for world domination?
For 40 years, they've been after
They've
this
been
thing.
like, what? We want to open a location in the Valley and
there's
teach kids
murders
karate. And really, it's
I appreciate it though for one thing, like the nostalgia. But they literally have brought back
Everybody.
who's
Yeah.
ever been associated with that over
Yes.
40
That-
years.
that's
kind of fun,
impressive.
right?
That's impressive.
Yeah. That is,
and you
that's
can tell
fun.
them the cast likes each other. If they
Yeah.
want to
Yes.
continue to
Yeah.
work together and do stuff.
although the mom after the mom
Oh, yeah.
has decided after this she's quitting acting altogether.
Wow.
It was probably painful to watch.
She's getting out of the industry because
Yeah.
she says she can't get acting jobs,
Yeah.
basically.
And it may have been because I saw her in Cobra Kai.
Yeah, she was also really bad.
she
eh?
was-
yeah, not a great resume.
Although worldwide, it's like number one worldwide.
Oh, for sure. Like it does
It's
something. But when you
huge.
watch her act, and can you imagine her in like a serious role
Well,
where she has
I
to
can't
really
picture any of them
No.
doing
No,
anything.
any of
Exactly.
them. Because
No.
the thing is, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like, for example, can you see anybody doing anything serious from Happy Gilmore, Never-Ending Story,
Like
Big
anything
Business?
serious.
Yeah, like all your favorite movies, they all stink.
I mean, somehow Adam Sandler's been able to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
He
Yeah.
can act.
Well, I mean, like Uncut Gems and things
Okay.
like he has like
Yeah.
every now
But-
and then he comes up with a serious role. And it's always weird. It's always Adam Sandler playing.
I mean, some of his best work there.
Yeah.
Billy Madison, you saw the character he played there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played Adam Sandler.
Yeah. That's right.
Anyway, E.T. was a pervert.
Yeah.
Wow, who
That's
knew?
crazy.
I guess so.
That is.
That is nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
Someone asked the internet, what's something sexy, or what's something that's sexy now that wasn't 20 years ago in 2005?
Me.
And there's actually an uplifting body positivity theme, which is great.
Okay.
The most popular responses include eyebrows that aren't pencil thin. There's one good thing that came out of the pandemic. I was able to grow my eyebrows back. Lack of a tan. It used to be almost everyone went to tanning salons and tanning beds, and not being tan somehow lowered your attractiveness. Lack of tattoos, in addition to having tattoos. 50-year-olds.
Just 50-year-olds.
Yeah, 20 years ago, when people turned 50, they looked like they should be on, Golden Girls.
Yes.
I guess the
Yeah,
styles
true.
and everything
Sure,
have
yeah.
changed. Now 50 looks like 30.
Yeah.
Bald guys with beards.
Oh.
That's a big thing now.
Yeah,
Why?
it used to scream
Yeah.
midlife
Hey,
crisis,
there he
I
is.
guess.
Yeah.
Now it's a whole aesthetic.
How about that?
Wow,
Yeah.
look at you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
You made the list.
Muscular women.
And Jenni made the list.
Oh, for
Jack.
muscular women. So this is all stuff that's sexy now that wasn't back in 2005. Long hair on guys.
No offense to the guys I just don't like long hair on guys.
I also think people thought like guys with long hair were sexy 20 years ago too.
Yeah,
I mean,
it depends. And only
Yeah.
certain
depends
people
on the
can pull
guy.
it off.
Yeah.
And I think like the man bun thing, like that phase was, that's kind of, it's come and gone, but that's when long hair was the most
Was
popular.
really,
I would
yeah,
say.
for
Right?
sure. I mean, and it's all in how you take care of it. Like, you remember when Macaulay Culkin grew his hair and it always looked like he needed to really have a shower?
Yeah.
Like, it just looked greasy,
Yeah.
So if you take care of it, it's
Isn't it
different.
awful that, we were talking about 20 years ago and I thought the 80s? That's not 20 years ago.
No, I know.
That's 40 years ago.
I know.
You know what I mean? When you think that, though, you're like 20 years ago, yeah. But
Yeah.
No.
No, not so much. No.
Okay, sweatpants with elastic around the ankles and calf-length
I think
socks.
those are back,
They are
aren't
back.
they?
That's what
Yeah,
they're saying.
totally,
So
yeah.
it wasn't sexy
Back then,
back
now
then,
it is.
and now it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
An 800 credit score. Yeah, that's important.
Sure.
Credit scores
Yeah.
are important.
Credit's important.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't sexy. I mean, I think it's always been
To have good
sexy
credit?
to have good credit.
I think maybe we're just like more open about
Yeah.
it.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, and there's better ways to monitor it now too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It's easier
for
to
sure.
monitor
That
it.
you know. Yeah.
I love this one. Going to therapy. It's important. No? Nobody? Am I alone?
Well, I would never describe that as sexy.
I think it is sexy if somebody goes to therapy
Yeah, I
and
know, I
is
get
trying
what
to
you're
work
saying.
on
It's really
themselves.
good.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would put it in the sexy category.
I do. I think anybody who admits that, I'm not perfect, I can grow
No, I
and
get that.
learn and,
I get what you're
whatever.
saying. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Being self-aware.
I think
Yeah.
it's not
Self-aware.
necessarily the therapy part, but that's part of the whole
Exactly.
thing
Sure.
that makes
That's
it
it.
sexy. I
Yes.
get that.
Nerdy things like Dungeons and Dragons, Magic, Warhammer, anime,
that's
comics.
sexy now?
Now it's sexy, apparently.
Works
Yeah.
for Post Malone. He plays Magic the Gathering, and people like that.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's one.
Yeah. And bigger chested men, specifically dad bods, is what
Oh.
they're saying is sexy now,
Right.
as opposed to jacked and
Well, can you
ripped
speak
and
to
whatever.
that? Is that sexy?
Yeah,
now?
I've never been attracted to the huge muscular,
Right.
which I get that it's attractive. They take care of
Your
themselves and that's
husband's
great.
saying
But
thanks.
yeah. I don't think he'd argue you on that one. And I think just taking care of yourself is different than having to be one big muscle.
Yeah.
I
you know?
think like confidence, right?
Yeah.
And just like owning your
That's it.
body is
For sure.
Yeah.
like super sexy.
Yeah, just be you, man.
That's good.
I think a lot of that list was maybe I'm forgetting some of the ones you said. It seems very guy heavy.
No, there's here we go. I didn't go through all of them because there's
Okay.
like 50 on them, but smaller chested women as opposed to big fake. They use the word jugs,
Sure.
but I hate that.
Jugs.
Say
Oh,
jugs.
God. Ugh.
I
Yeah.
hate the word jugs.
You don't need to say jugs.
It's terrible.
No one likes that.
It was never good.
No one likes
Ever.
I
jugs.
hate. Did Jugs have a day? Was there
Yeah.
there was a time
there
when
was a magazine called Juggs.
There was. Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine buying that and walking out of the
Yeah.
store.
I'm just gonna pick up a Jugs, a pack of gum and a Jugs. That's terrible.
That's my
Oh,
night.
it's a terrible
Yeah.
word to
Because you
describe
also had
boobs.
to ask for it behind the counter.
Yeah.
So people would have to say,
Oh my
What do you want? I'll
God.
take
Yeah.
jugs.
Take a pack of smokes and a Jugs. I just Googled it. Why did I do that?
when did Jugs go into circulation?
yeah.
When did that leave
That's good.
society?
This is a good thing to Google after I Google Juggs Magazine. So now engineering will look at it and be like, oh, it's for the show.
Jugs. Oh, 2 G's though. Good for them.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You can order them on Amazon.
They still have them?
Really?
Or
Like
the
up to
old
date?
ones.
Yeah.
I think it
They're
ended
old
in
ones.
1996.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been a while.
1996.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
First
okay,
issue was 81.
I have a really stupid question. I'm maybe. Can you still go to like a store and buy like a magazine like that now?
Oh, I'm sure certain stores.
I don't know. I mean, like, they used to be at drugstores. They're not now.
No, but like
Right.
a convenience store behind the.
Yeah.
where-
Well,
can,
they used to have them just on the, and they'd be on
in
the.
like the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
can you go now?
Are
I
you
don't
sure
know.
they don't have them?
I don't
think
know.
they feel like they do.
I think they might.
I feel
bet
like
you in
they still
Montreal
do.
they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. On every corner. You know those like free little newspaper things? That's what we have for those mags. Yeah.
I wonder. They must
wonder.
be out of business, right? All
I don't
these
know.
Things?
I don't think they would be. I think there's some people that still like the.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
again, they're not as prominent as they used to be. Yeah, like they used to be in anywhere you buy magazines, you can
Yeah.
buy them.
Yeah.
And that's not the case
But like,
anymore.
didn't Playboy go under?
Yeah. Well, again, they're a website.
They're online.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You sure they still don't have a magazine?
I have no idea.
I thought, well, I remember saying that this was going to be the last person, but then I thought Sports Illustrated swimsuit did the same thing. They're
Okay.
Like, this will be the
Yeah.
last one, and then there was like
Yeah.
4 more years
So
of
they
it.
do an annual issue now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so the last one was in February of this
I
year.
do know I can get jugs at my dentist.
Oh, that's good. That's important.
Yeah. Well, they're old.
They want
yeah.
something for everyone.
Right.
You know?
Imagine reading jugs at your
It's
dentist.
like chicken soup for the soul.
Just holding it up.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
Imagine mistaking this for your straw. Oh my God.
A straw?
A straw.
What?
A woman in Virginia says she's traumatized. No kidding. After she went to take a sip of her margarita at a Mexican restaurant and found
no.
a live snake in it.
Been there.
What?
my God.
Yeah.
In the straw?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, in the drink.
Was the
Oh,
snake
in the
like
drink.
sticking straight up?
Yeah,
like a straw?
exactly. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
No, my guess is she didn't actually think it was a straw. I think she put her lips to drink the
Oh.
margarita, and the little snake was like.
Oh.
Okay, so it was called the Patron Cantina, and she and her husband had just finished eating at the bar when she felt something hit her forehead and asked what was that.
Aye.
She looked down at her drink and freaked out when she saw a baby snake in her glass. She snapped a photo of it wrapping itself around her straw.
Oh, my God.
An employee tried to remove the snake with a stick, but then another customer just grabbed it and took it outside. No word on what type of snake it was. She says an employee offered to move her to a booth, but she just got out of there as fast as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's tough.
would you like a booth? Like, no.
Yeah, that's not going to do
But
it.
what do you
No.
want? Like what? They can't really do anything.
No,
Yeah, well,
the
no.
booth is an odd.
Yeah, I don't know, comp or drink.
Yeah, it's snake free.
Yeah, the owner of the restaurant said the snake must have gotten in through the air conditioner. It's apparently it fell from the ceiling, bounced off her head, and
Oh, okay,
landed
so
in
I
her
was
drink.
wondering how did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
It wasn't served in
Right.
the drink.
in the drink. No,
And I was wondering
exactly.
if it jumped out of her drink and hit her forehead. But okay, this makes more sense. And this makes the booth make a little more sense because you're away from the air conditioner
Yes.
where snakes are falling
sure,
from.
that all makes sense. A little bit more
So,
sense.
okay.
Now, Carletta thinks the place might have a snake infestation, so she's not going back. But a
No.
reporter asked what they're doing to make sure it doesn't happen again, and they said nothing. So it was just a fluke event.
I remember there
Yeah.
was a story, it was, I guess, sometime last year that this family, they bought a home and then they found out after they lived there for like a few weeks, they found like a snake and then they knocked down a wall and the entire like interior of the house
Was
was
snakes.
infested
All
with
snakes?
thousands and thousands of
Yeah.
snakes.
Right. Oh.
I mean, that's rough.
I
No.
mean,
So do you
yeah.
still live there? or
No.
what? No.
Well, you have
Bye.
no choice. What do you mean? What are you going to do? You're going to sell the snake house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
who's buying the snake
Yeah.
house? Like,
Well,
I mean, you have
you
to
get
get
rid of them
people, you know,
first.
to get rid of them. But that's a lot of snakes.
Right. Yeah. You got to knock down what, like every single
Yeah.
wall and get the
I
snakes
think it was
out.
like every exterior wall was just filled with snakes.
man.
No.
It's a very chaotic open house. Close the door. Close the door, Russ.
Find the snakes.
There's warm cookies on the counter. Aren't you like a cookie?
You hear the rattling from the
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
It's that time of the week where we like to do this thing.
Let's get to know the morning hot tub just a little bit better. Now it's time for POV of the TUB on the morning hot tub with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
All right. It's our point of view on something that really won't change a thing in life. Well, we thought we'd share it with you anyway. So this perplexed us about a week or so ago. We found out that, I'll say 90s and early 2000s star Elizabeth Hurley. She was a model actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was with Hugh Grant for many years, et cetera, et cetera. She has recently been cuddling up with Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah.
That's a weird,
Yeah.
weird fit.
And Billy Ray seems, well, from what we had seen, to be going through some stuff as of late.
Yes.
And so starting a new relationship with Elizabeth Hurley didn't seem like it was going to be in the cards.
And it just doesn't, like, why is she in this relationship? I feel
Exactly.
like he's just like, this whole world is kind of crazy right now.
Yeah.
But what is she getting out of it?
Like,
No idea.
I don't, like, is he a nice guy? I've been led to believe that not so much, but
Well,
we don't know.
We don't know.
honestly don't know.
So they recently shared some stuff on Instagram. It looks like they're almost Instagram official now. So I
it
think
seems to be.
it is a real thing. Because when we saw the shots last week, we thought, well, maybe, not really. But
Yeah.
now it seems kind of legit. So we thought, what is the weirdest celebrity couple that you just never got?
Yeah.
And there's been many over time. So what is the weirdest celebrity couple that just didn't make sense in any of our brains? So I'll go first. We'll go
Okay.
around the room here for the POV of the TUB. I'm going to start. We're going to go back in time, though. This happened in 1985.
Okay.
And it made zero sense to anybody at the time. And even
Okay.
today, when I tell you, you'll be like, what? I don't even know if you knew they were together.
Okay.
Tom Cruise
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
and Cher.
Yeah.
That's a weird one.
I've seen pictures
What?
of it and I
Yeah.
thought it was fake.
I know. And they met at Madonna and Sean Penn's wedding
Yeah.
in Malibu, California. And yeah.
No, it makes more
By the way-
sense now than it like 40 years ago. It makes more sense than it would have if it was now.
Yeah.
But
And Cher did say on a talk show back in 2013, Tom ranked as one of her top 5 lovers.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
She was very forthcoming about it all.
All right.
There is a 16-year age gap between them.
Mm-hmm.
So when they were dating, Tom was 23 and Cher was 39.
I
Okay.
did hear when people were talking about this relationship and stuff long after it happened, Tom Cruise had a huge drive to be a major celebrity. He just wanted to be a star from a young age and was really willing to do anything to be a star.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And dating Cher would
that
have
helps.
That helped.
And
Yeah.
there's
But he
that-
was kind of already there.
23. Yeah, he
85?
was there, but not to the echelon he wanted to be. And I mean, there's no doubt it did help him.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, maybe they had a wonderful relationship, and it was based on the fact that they liked each other.
How long did they date for? That's
Not
what I want
very
to know.
long.
Not long, eh?
Probably
Okay.
not long. But there you
Yeah.
go. That I always thought it was
Yeah.
bizarre.
A weird one,
Yeah.
That's a weird, totally.
Bizarre. All right,
Yeah.
Rush, your POV.
So I went a different way on this one. I mean, yes, it was a little odd when they got together, but, I can see that. What really surprised me, and I think I've talked about it on this show before, it surprises me that they're still together and that they've been together for as long as they have been and that it seems to be working so well.
Okay.
Benji Madden and Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't mind that one.
Again, I find them great together.
You didn't see it coming.
I thought
Yeah.
when they got together years ago, I thought
Yeah.
this will last 3 months.
Yeah.
But they've been
then-
together now, married 10 and
Yeah.
together longer.
Long
They've
time.
Kids and yeah.
they've-
And Joel Madden's with Nicole Richie
And
forever.
still
Right.
together too.
Also
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that weird.
It's again weird that it's lasted. I just found it odd, but
Yeah.
I mean, good for them. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Joel Madden and Nicole Richie married in 2010.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 15 and 10 years.
I
for
kind
the
of like
Madden
them all,
brothers.
actually.
Yeah.
I think they're all really nice.
Yeah.
More down to earth.
They do seem to be. They
Feels
seem
like,
to be
yeah.
non-celebrity like.
Yeah.
But also weird, like the lifestyles of the rich and famous guy married the girl from The Simple Life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like just a weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there you go. That's Rush's. Jenny, what do you have?
Okay, this one was super weird, but then it just became kind of normal. Just Pete Davidson and anyone, but
Yeah.
really Pete Davidson and Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Like,
she really likes to date a lot.
yes.
Out of all the people that he's dated, I do agree that was the weirdest
That was
one.
the weirdest. And then it was Kim Kardashian. That was
Yeah.
also the weird one, but
Yeah,
definitely.
I think Kim's weirder than Kate.
I don't.
I think Kate, see, to me, it's not because at that point she had hopped on the Pete Davidson date celebrities. She wanted to be the biggest one that he
Yes.
dated.
That's
so I think
exactly
she got
it.
in on the whole.
They
yeah.
both thrive on getting attention.
Exactly.
Kate Beckinsale, I think, was just dating him.
Yeah.
And again, I found it odd.
Yeah, super
But-
weird.
I
Yeah.
was okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, go, Kate, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you love Kate.
I do love Kate.
Yeah, you do.
You do love Kate.
She has such a great sense of humor.
Yeah, she is funny, eh?
I know she dated Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the story of what, do I have time, Brady?
Yeah,
to,
yeah, go for
it. Kate Beckinsale said that she was with a guy
Yeah.
one night. She didn't know him all that well, but she's a fun girl.
Yeah.
And so she said she woke up And she decided the guy was still sleeping beside her, and she decided to get in the hotel rooms. There's chocolates on the pillows or whatever,
Right.
And so she decided to take the chocolate and put it in between his butt cheeks and not say anything. And she got up, got dressed, left, and whatever. And she said it would have just been funny. He would have been at work, sitting there going, "Oh my God, what have I done to myself?"
That's so funny.
She never got to see the guy again, and just thought,
That's such a good long con.
That's great.
It's not like he's going to text her and be like, "Hey, I pooped myself last night." That's so funny.
It's so good.
I love that.
Oh my God. And it's the not knowing. You've got to be a patient person.
Yeah.
Because I would want to know how that ended.
Right,
You know,
yes.
But you slept with one of the hottest girls on the planet. You wake up and you go,
That's how that is. Yeah.
No, what have I done? And she left. Did she see?
Yeah.
that's so mean. Oh.
He tells the story very different than she does.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, Brady, finally your POV.
I mean, I also had to go with Pete Davidson. For me, it is the Kim Kardashian relationship because it felt more like a real relationship than the Kate Beckinsale one. They were together for a while. He got tattoos of her kids and her. He got "My Girl is a Lawyer" tattooed on him, and just like the lifestyle, right? The life gap. He was 28 at the time; she was 41. Like he literally lived with his mom and was taking like bong rips on his couch in the basement.
Yeah.
She's a billionaire running like an empire.
Yeah.
It was so. And then the Kanye stuff involved in all that. It was crazy. But also honorable mention to Chelsea Handler and 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was also a crazy one.
Yeah.
And they like still love each other. They
Yeah,
still
they're
talk
still
about each
really
other
good
all
friends.
the time, and they're tight.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But then if you're going with Pete Davidson, you still have to question Ariana Grande
Exactly.
and Pete
That's
Davidson.
the one. And they
that
got
one-
engaged, didn't
But
they?
that felt more like they were on the same sort of level of like maturity and sort of figuring out
Yeah, I
life
get
together. Whereas Kim was previously married and has all these kids and was like had this sort of lifestyle that was not what Pete was living in at the time.
Oh, you know what, though? Talking about Ariana Grande, the guy she's with now with the Wicked guy.
Yeah.
That one I don't get
That
either.
was a weird
that's
one.
also good.
Yeah.
That's so
weird one,
bizarre.
too.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
bizarre. And are they still together?
Yeah, as far as we know.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
At least until Wicked 2 comes out.
Yeah.
And then, maybe not so much.
Hey, Ethan Slater.
Yeah, that's right. And there you go, the POV of the TUB.
Like what you just heard? Tell a friend. Tell a friend. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady wherever podcasts are found.
Follow the gang on socials for more fun at Mauler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenni, and at Brady Jones Radio.
The Hot Tub Podcast, a part of the Stingray Podcast Network.